and subscribe. Bring some joy to someone. Share this video. And if you're new, be sure to hit that bell so you can stay up to date with all of my new videos. Thank you for watching. From screen to screen, media to social media, I'm vibing. When you see me, know I'm fly. I'm vibing, inspiring the masses. I'm taking over, and you know this. I'm vibing. When you see me, know I'm fly. I'm vibing. Grab your phone, click that link. We vibing. When you see me, know I'm fly. We vibing. Woo! Thank you guys. Appreciate you. That's your boy Loho. Yes, I got bars. All right, let me take off my rap gear and let's get into this. This is another product review, and the latest and greatest social media that's getting ready to come out is called Vibin. Give me 1 second as I can change and put on my Mogo outfit, okay? Because the rapper is out the building. Woo. Now just imagine this like some type of countdown clock in this moment, or it says like 10 minutes later, he'll be back.
You throw that hair around, boy.
Come on. Last part. Ah, all right. Back. All right, let's get into it. What is Vibin? So Vibin is a new social media site that's already here, and it's gonna start making waves in the industry, and I'm super excited for it. This is actually my mentor's platform that he is sharing with everyone within his organization to help make Ricasa go further than what Ricasa is currently doing. And we make it headways, okay? So let me tell you a little bit about Vibin, and then I'm actually gonna show you what Vibin is. I'm gonna show you a little bit about the platform. Did you know? It is the only social media platform on the earth that is Facebook and LinkedIn combined. How insane is that? As we know how Facebook works, where you can be free to be yourself, you can do whatever you want. And then everybody knows that when you go over to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a little more stuffy, it's a little more business, it's a little more reserved or what have you. But now you have a platform where you can combine and be both. You can be that rapper, or you can be that mogul. It's up to you. You can combine it and it will all work in smoothly. It allows you to blog, and go live and do so much more. So I think of me when I'm creating articles and things of that nature, right? I can now post this on this social media platform as opposed to going to LinkedIn or just only on Medium. Now I can put it here to organically reach your audience 100%. Yes, so you don't need any ads or anything of that nature to actually reach your audience. Anytime you post something, your audience will see it automatically, as opposed to the algorithms and other social media platforms that don't necessarily allow you to do that. As I said, no running ads. You don't have to worry about ads on this platform. Your information will never be sold. And the coolest thing about that is you can monetize your platform. You can monetize your audience. How awesome is that? On most platforms, you have to have a certain amount of following before you're actually allowed to monetize your audience. But here at Vibin, you don't have to. You can monetize it the minute that you get in. How great is that? So if you're if you have a smaller audience and you really want to captivate and you're selling a product, this is the place for you to be at. And as I said before, we don't sell your information. Your information is your information. And Antonio believes that 100%, you should be free to do whatever you want with your information. And there is so much more on Vibin. Now, that website is www.sharingourwealth.
They gotta go see some more, Law. Hold on, Law. They can't see all of it. Wait a minute. Come on, you together and clap for this man. Mics, yes. Yes. This time we get to benefit from his swagger. Yes, we get to benefit from his swagger. We appreciate you. Do me a favor before I let him talk. Let's go to the page. Let's like and let's comment for him. Let's get that algorithm working. See that. Listen, if it wasn't vibing, I'd have did the same thing. I've already done the same thing. Everybody knows that, okay? So let's go to his page real quick. It's in the chat. I'll keep putting it in the chat. Let's go to his page. Let's show this man a lot of love. Let's go ahead. There it is. I posted it 3 times. Let's go ahead. Let's like it. We'll do the same thing for y'all. So everybody know that every single time that you do something, I try to use group economics to have all of you go and move forward. That's Vibing, the review by Law. It's a lot going on there that I'm gonna tell you about. But first of all, Law, can you unmute your mic and just show them how good you look? You look like you're supposed to be on Puffy, Bad Boy.
Hey, yo, it's your boy, Lay It Down Law here on the mic, just doing what I do, as we all know, dropping bars, inspiring the masses. This is what I do. This is what I'm here for. I appreciate you, Antonio, for bringing me on, to show people who I am, what I do, because I does this. Thank you.
Well, they would think you're a rapper for real.
Antonio, he looked like Stevie Wonder.
You know what? Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's too funny. I should have seen him at the beginning of his video. Let me see if I can show y'all. Y'all just gotta watch. He flipping that hair, y'all. Look at it. He just flipping. Watch it move his hair around a few times. Hold on. I forgot about that already.
When you see me, know I'm fly. We vibing.
Bobby!
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Watch him throw his hair around.
Yes, I got bars. All right, let me take off my rap gear and let's get into this. This is another product review, and the latest and greatest social media that's getting ready to come out is called Vibing. Give me 1 second as I can change and put on my Mogo outfit, okay? Because the rapper is out the building. Whew. Now just imagine this like some type of countdown clock in this, or it says like 10 minutes later, he'll be back. All right, we're almost there. Come on. The last front. All right.
Watch him. Look at that.
Back. All right, let's get into it.
I gotta do that. I gotta give you some hair. I got between Laurie, they can throw it around up front. Just throw it around up front. I love it. Let's show him some love, y'all. Please. Let's show him some love. Yes. One more time. If you could just unmute your mic, show him some love. That's good. And I'm gonna tell you what's going on. All right, Law. Yes. Now we didn't know he was gonna do that. That's just law. Now, think about this for a second. Law is not afraid to drop content, and he has mastered using other people's content to drop his own content. Therefore, he knows how to be creative and he knows how to just document. And now I heard him sneak in here in the beginning of this. Another product review sounds like he about to start riding the energy of people searching for the new products and grow his page. I heard it. Yes, I heard it. He sound like he been listening to ATS classes. That's what he sound like. Go ahead, Law. You got the floor, man. Tell us anything you want to tell us or what made you do it. Inspire some folk. Give us some tips. Go ahead.
Well, I had thought about this before you actually announced to everyone else, and I couldn't wait to actually do this video. The rap aspect of it, didn't know I was going to do that, but I don't know, it just popped in my head. So I said, you know what, let me go for it. And I was writing the lyrics yesterday and then started rehearsing it, as well as I sent it to you to check on my flow. I sent it to my brother, who is actually a lyricist as well and does create music. He liked it too. And then I went forth and did it. But that is my big idea. I really want to be that individual who reviews products. I've always liked doing that. And those are the highest grossing videos that are currently on my YouTube, not the traveling. And I went to some amazing countries, but people seem to like me reviewing their products and stuff. So if you got a product, send it my way. Let me get my subscribership up there. And I appreciate you.
Good stuff, man. Deanna's clapping for you. Yes.
did you see how many subscribers Law had versus when we started?
All
When he
right.
first started? Oh my goodness, look at that. 253 subscribers. I just want to applaud you on that one. 'Cause it's hard to get subscribers on YouTube. And you went from you had like 18 and now you have 253. So congratulations, Law. I'm super happy for you.
I correct that. My screen says 256 after I subscribed.
All right, now Jerry, O,
That's
thank
right,
you.
Jerry.
I appreciate you.
That's right. 256. I posted out there again. Y'all support everybody. Support everybody. Love on everybody. Group economics. The fastest way to rise is to rise together. You can rise as individuals, but it just takes far more effort. Okay. It takes far more effort. If 257 now, Steve just said, if y'all could follow my lead and learn how to let the money of ATS bounce around this community 17 to 20 times before it leaves, when I become a billionaire, you'll become a millionaire or a six-figure-naire. Do you understand? If you just bounce that money around, if you don't let it leave before you, because most of you, so it's 258 now, Law should be, because Christine says she just subscribed, right? If you just, money works. Ah, man, there's so much to talk about. So I won't even talk about it. I'm ready for interviews. Okay, cool. The Chiquita's podcast is coming out soon, so she'll be getting with some of y'all, putting y'all on, on the spotlight. I just want to let you know that it's easier to make money. Can you grab Richest Man Trash Can for me? The opening line in Richest Man, you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do it. The opening line in Richest Man in Trash Can says, "Money is not as hard as making it as all the people seem." Okay, actually, yeah, get it from me. That's not even the opening line. That's the second one. That's the second one. Now, this is Wednesday. Yes, I actually know the day of the week due to the holiday. So here's Richest Man Trash Can, which all of y'all should have. This book. It's free. Free digital download. You got the digital download link? Can you put it out there? All right. Well, just no, the digital download. Or if you want, just send how much? How much? Send $9.95 and we'll ship it to you for free. It's 646 pages. So all you're doing is covering the shipping. Okay, not even the printing, you're covering the shipping because it weighs almost 5 pounds. Okay? Big, thick book. Now, this is every single thing I know about money. All of it. We've already tens of thousands of copies we're giving out already, and we're looking to give out 10 million before not too long. First thing it says is making money is not as hard as most people make it. And then, in that too long didn't read section, I will read it to you. Money is at an all-time high, and if you can't pay your bills the way you wish, you don't understand the rules of money and wealth. It is that simple. I am Antonio. I've been known to just cut straight to the hard truth and kick people in the mouth. It just is what it is, okay? Now, that means, listen to me as I say this. Right now on this little public call, private/public call, invite only call, we can call it, it's 32 people on here. If all 32 of you would take serious group economics as the ship of ATS gets more, so do you. You don't even have to know what you're doing. You just have to be around the ship. All right, anyway, that wasn't part of my meeting.
That's fact.
It just is what it is. It just is what it is. It's wasn't part of the meeting, but y'all should know it. You should really know it. I don't know what to tell you because I'm going to continue.
Hey, Antonio.
Yes, sir.
That's like that scripture you always use.
Yep.
The carpenter.
Yep.
And so the other boats, he wasn't even in the other boats. He was just in that one boat. But all the other boats
That's
received.
Right. That's absolutely right. In fact, I always tell you about it. Hold on. I always tell you about it, but I'll go ahead and show it to you. Now, this, this isn't about the Bible or anything. So if that's not your thing, don't worry about it. It's all good. This isn't about that. I just want to show you that we just want to take the principle of this sacred text. There's a pericope here. Just a $57 word for episode. Okay, pericope. So in this pericope, I got all these SAT words in my head. You know what I'm saying? In this pericope,
somebody got to have it.
Yes, there's a little section here that I always talk about when I talk about group economics. There's different ways to do it. I just choose to do it this way. On that day, when the evening had come, he said, "Let us go to the other side." And leaving the crowd, they took with them the boat, just as he was. And this is the section everybody skips over this right there. Everybody's so concerned with speaking away the storm, but they miss that and other boats were with him. Everybody misses that. Everybody misses that. It's in there. Like it's okay. You saw it, Michelle, right? It's in there. Like I don't be lying when I tell you this. It's in there. Everybody just runs right over it because you're so focused on the master, you don't realize this being around the master makes you blessed. Oh man, I can't do what Antonio does. You ain't got to. Be around Antonio and you will be blessed.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I can't put together what Law just did. I don't know how to do content like that. You don't have to. If you keep liking Law page and you keep sharing, you keep commenting, what's going to happen is YouTube's algorithm is going to, every time someone likes his page, your video is going to pop up in the next suggested video.
Aha.
Group economics, y'all. You got to recognize it. You got to recognize it. Go ahead, Law. And then Deanna, you want to say something too, right?
Go for it, D. Marie.
Oh.
Dr. Trask was asking if you could spell pericope. That's it.
Yeah, Pericope. There you go. Man, I'm glad I actually know. You know what? When you have a master's in writing, you have to know these words. So there it is. There you go. Now let's see. Oh, go ahead, Law.
Bring it back to me. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Look, I almost forgot.
I wanted to add to that this idea of riding the wave, right? So when you do that, it does spill over into you. But after recording this video, I went over into Clubhouse and I was listening to someone else's room. It was her first time and she was doing really, really good. And I thought she said this term worrization, but in reality, she didn't. She said dimension. But in my mind, I heard worrization. And after I got off her room, I said, you know what? I'm a part of this Hustle Club room. Let me go and create a little room in there. And the title of my room was Worrizations, Let Go of the Worry and Be You. And lo and behold, when I tell you there was like over 50 something people in this room and we're just going at it at about 8 o'clock this morning. And people are just loving this term and loving my story. And I was able to inspire people. And the whole basis of that is I can't do what Antonio does, but I know that I can inspire some people. So I stay within my lane and inspire some people. And that's exactly what I did this morning. So just be you.
Boom. So he got 50 other people from a club he didn't start.
Go ahead, Law.
Just taught me something. I guess
Okay.
I need to go in there and just hijack everybody's room.
Exactly. Hijack their audience, because that's exactly what I did. And just know that I did apply for my clubhouse, so it'll be coming soon. But until then, I'll be hijacking your audiences with my great terms that I come up with.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Y'all.
Yes.
Today is December 30th. So you got 24 hours to live your dreams. So I have essentially, 48 hours, or almost 48 hours. You should know the next 2 times y'all meet me, I'm coming for your head. I am. I have to, because I only got 48 hours or less. That's all I got. That's it. It's something like 36 hours now. For people in India, I got 24. It's the 31st over there. Or just, yeah, it's the 31st over there. Or about to be. About to be. It's 8:20, it's 8 o'clock at night over there. Now think about this for a second. Every last one of you said at the beginning or at the end of last year. So every one of you at the beginning of the year and about a week before that, you were saying this year gonna be your year. Okay, let me just pause for a second. I am your whatever you think I am, and I fully understand my platform and the power that I have. I could spend the next 2 days telling you about, and I'll show you. I could spend the next 2 days telling you all about everything in my morning notes. See, right here, morning meetings. I can tell you about certifications. I can tell you about a new movie. I can tell you about podcast services. I can tell you about this. I can tell you about this. I really can. It's all on my notes to tell y'all. But this ain't September 23rd. This December 30th. You understand? I don't want you to think I'm off the hip or off the cuff or something. No, I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. But at the end of the day, y'all may die. Here we is again, last of the year. Same damn life you had last year. I got to do something about it. I can't force the tree to grow out the ground, but I can influence you to stop picking up the seed all the doggone time and restarting your harvest. Let me talk for quite some time. A fundamental understanding that you should have, but you do not have, is you put a seed into the ground. There is no possible way on planet Earth that harvest will not come up. Patricia told me put my weight on it. If you plant a seed, write this down, Grace, you automatically schedule a harvest. I was talking to one of you this week, and one of you was so upset about the harvest in your life and didn't want to admit to yourself properly you are the only seed sower. Ooh, you are the only seed sower in your life. There's nobody else. You're the only one. If Antonio don't like his life, Antonio planted the seeds that said, I don't like my life. I don't know why let's just take all sacred texts and take the divinity out of them or the whatever makes you argue, and let's just look at the practicality of all of them saying you reap what you sow. There's not a single one that doesn't say that. Yin and yang, boomerang, reap what you sow, cause and effect. Listen, everybody's saying the same thing. Y'all just killing each other over how you just said it. Oh, great morning, Yosmin. Shame on you for calling into this call because I'm on it right now. For the next 2 days, that's all you getting. You ain't getting nothing else, Dr. Tyra. You ain't getting nothing else because I have a responsibility to let all of you know that if you plant a seed, you automatically, write it down again, Grace, you automatically schedule a harvest. At no point on planet Earth will any of you, no point on planet Earth, will any of you ever plant a seed and that harvest don't come out the ground? No point. Not a single point. It'll never happen. If you put it in the ground, it's coming out. Now, there's a lot of stuff to talk about there. For the times I'll share together, my friends, for the next 2 days, I'm going to teach y'all the 9 laws of sowing and reaping. For the next 2 days, every time you hear me open up my mouth, esoteric, all of it. And today's call, then, Grace said, 9 laws of sowing and reaping. Ken is with me. Listen, y'all need it. Do not go into next year thinking there is some outside force stopping you from becoming what you're trying to become. Lies. The only thing stopping you from becoming what you come is the damn seeds in your hand. There's nothing else. Come on, Law.
Oh my gosh, that was a part of the tagline this morning. Worryzations, let go of the worry and be you. Leave your worries here on this stage so you can flourish in 2021.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. See, he was on the same energy. Listen, there's no force outside of you stopping you. Not no politician, no government, no COVID, no economic shutdown, no boss ahead of you. Some of y'all actually think that your first line supervisor has the power to hold you back. Lies. Lies. The only way that your first line supervisor can hold you back is if you plant the seeds, vibrate at the frequency of the holding back. Because I can assure you, and I have no idea why I know exactly who I'm talking to. I can assure you that if your first line supervisor don't want you to be superintendent, don't want you to be the chief supervisor, whatever it is that you're trying to do, that ain't got nothing to do with the seeds you plant. Because I promise you, if you keep planting seeds that nobody can hold against you, and if you keep planting seeds that have good harvest, somebody outside of you, outside of your supervisor, is going to say, Tyra, I seen what you did, and I respect what you did. And I'm going to go around who's trying to hold you back. I wish I had somebody. I'm going to go all the way around them. And I'm going to make sure you get what you're supposed to get.
Help us.
Do you understand? If you plant the seed, repost it again, Grace, you automatically schedule the harvest. I need y'all to get this. This means that nobody can stop what you plant except for you. There's only 2 ways not to get what you planted. Only 2. Excuse me, only 3. Only 3 ways to not get what you plant. Way number 1, and you better write this down. You ain't got no faith, so you walk away from your garden. Yeah, you allow me that colloquialism. You ain't got no faith. I know I shouldn't have said it that way, but it's a colloquialism. Just allow it for me.
Nah, you hit that on the nail. I like the way you put that one. You hit that on the nail.
You ain't got no faith, so you walk away from your garden. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, when you mention faith, it makes me think of I'd love to ask, especially preachers, why do we have nothing written by Jesus? Pretty good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why didn't he write anything down? And they tell me, well, he couldn't write. Sure, he's God incarnate and he can't write. Yeah, right. Or he was the word. He had other people write for him. Here's my guess. Your path is different than my path. Jerry's path is different than Deanna's path. So Jesus consciously didn't want to write something down, because if he did, they'd go, hey, we know Jesus wrote this. You have to do this. So it all comes down to free will and faith. And if you knew exactly what the deal was, you wouldn't need faith.
That's big facts. Can you imagine what preachers would do? So let's take that same example. Phil, should we give to Caesar or should we give to God? And Jesus goes, nope, no, you're going to give to God. And let me tell you something. It'll be some preachers out there right now. Jerome, I don't care if you fit to be homeless. You got to give to the church, right? Or whatever we need. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always some bad apple out there that's going to do that. You understand? But to Phil's point, with no word spoken about that. I tell you what else that y'all not going to like. I'm going to hit it and quit it. I'm not going to bother y'all. I'm going to do it real quick and I'm going to get out of there, Jerome. You know what else Jesus did not talk about? Did not answer, did not write about? Yo, gay ain't he? I'm in Texas. That's what we talk about. Ain't he? That's how we say it. Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Never makes that a salvific issue. But anyway, let me keep on going. If you put
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Reincarnation, when they said, are you Elijah born again? He said, before Elijah ever was, I am. He didn't say there's no such thing as reincarnation. He just said, before Elijah ever was, I am.
Sure did not. John chapter 9, he said, oh no, that man was born blind. Sure it was. It wasn't his father's fault, mother's fault. It was for God to be manifest. Talks about it again. If you plant a seed, Jerome, Amanda, if you plant it, it's coming out the ground.
Well, not just that, he struggled in everything that we go through.
Mm-hmm.
He knew our struggles. Although he never sinned, every struggle that a man, gay, whether, greedy, whether whatever, that was a temptation he had to face. Now, he overcame everything. And so that, I'll just leave it like that.
That's real talk. Listen, every Muslim, every Christian, except for Jews, are going to agree here, right? Or this should be Messianic Jews. Think here for a second. Seed in the ground, it comes up. The only way it don't come up is if I lose faith and walk away from the garden. That's number one. Number two, I never had true faith, and I keep checking on the seed. I got him with that one, Jerome. I got him with that one.
That's deep right there, bro.
Yeah, but
that's deep.
I never
went
had
very
faith.
Theological on them.
Come on, man. I never had faith, so I keep checking on the seed. Man, it's been in the ground. It's been in the ground for 30 days. I don't see nothing. And this is what you do. Dig up. It's still there. You put it back in the ground. And now you done reschedule your breakthrough. Oh, somebody write that down for please stop rescheduling your breakthrough. Please.
Or you question God and ask him, okay, I saw, so when you gonna send it?
Every time you question, you vibrate out of faith, which is you picking up that seed and rescheduling that harvest. The ground was here before you. Why are you trying to be smarter than the ground?
Reverend, will you get off my toes, please?
I'm on for the next 2 days. I ain't even got to you, law number one.
You're on it this morning, Antonio. You're on it.
Listen, I got 2 days. There's no way in the world. There's no way a leader of any substance would spend the last 2 days talking about his or her company to a bunch of people. That don't make no sense. Not if you're trying to change the world. Yes, I got 2 messages out of this already. Go ahead. Listen, when you pick up that harvest, pick up that seed, you reschedule your harvest. Most of you are living in a rescheduled harvest.
Reverend.
Put it down in the chat, Grace. Put it down. Most of you are living in a rescheduled harvest. You could already.
Oh my goodness.
You could already had it. It should have been here 17 years ago. And you keep on picking it back up. Okay, go ahead. Okay. She told me was like she wanted to cuss me. Listen, think about this. You're in this repetitious cycle of rescheduledness. And then you got the audacity to think God love everybody else, but your dreams, but you. That's just not true. Everybody else, go ahead.
I just have a question. Why do we do that? Because I am guilty of it. You've told me that. You're like, okay, so you think God can do everything for everybody else except you because your situation is different. Why do we think that?
I had to tell 3 of y'all that this week. Outside of Grace, I had to tell 3 people on this call that this week alone. Okay, so that's the truth. So I said, 3 different people this week, I said the same thing too. So let me ask you a question. Has anybody else made it in your situation? They say, yeah. I said, well, you can't call that truth. You can't call that truth. Truth, and I went on my nerd stuff, is a theory that has happened over and over again to the positive to where it becomes fact. And you can't say it's true if other people have done it. What you're doing is it's true for you. And that's why God keeps giving that to you. Because God is not going to let you be wrong about your truth. You know what I said 3 people. I said, I'm not even, I ain't even got to law number. I have no intentions of getting to law number 1 on this call.
It's too doggone early in the morning for you to be slapping our faces and hitting us like this. I'm just sorry.
If in fairness, I said this was what I was going to do. I said I started off this way. Listen.
Punching them in the gut.
Man, I got 2 days.
Forget the gut. My eye is black.
Man, I got 2 days to make sure y'all do not go into next year the same way you went into this year. You can't do it.
You preaching your New Year's Eve sermon early.
Go ahead, Jeanette.
This is good. This is good. You might be hitting below the gut, knocking people's eyes out, getting a blackening on my eyes and stuff. But guess what? Everything it's not always that it might not feel good, but it's good for you. So this is good. This is good because a lot of us probably are going in the same way or and on going in the same way that we are, and we're not going to prosper anything. I thank you.
I know you are. Listen, some of y'all got the same harvest you had in January. Your harvest has better not, rather grown worse. So you can't tell me that you've been doing something different because every day you keep reaping the same harvest. Come on, Samuel.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you for that. One thing I know that God had put me on a slow motion with it because I just got approved for my shoulder surgery. So for a minimum of 90 days, I'm definitely gonna be grinding with you when I come out of the hospital. I don't know when they're gonna schedule it, somewhere in the next few weeks. But if I wasn't on light duty, and if this surgery wasn't coming, I wouldn't have as much information and be able to pump out as much as I am pumping out if I hadn't been slowed up. So he had to slow me up. I mean, the thing it slowed me up. That's a good thing. Some people may look at it as bitter, but this lemonade for me. This ain't a lemon. This lemonade for me. So you on target. Because now I'll be able to straight focus because I'm going to be nothing but in the house.
That's it. So when you go into the hospital, you should be thinking all these doctors and nurses is on my Ricasa team. All of them. All of them. You understand what I'm saying? All of them. Come on, Amanda, because you just actually had. Anyway, let me hear from you, Amanda. She unmuting herself.
I'm trying.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say thank you for saying that, because until you said it this morning, I did not realize that I literally had been redoing myself over and over and over again and stopping everything. And then, I get to the point and be like, I'd stop and be like, I can't do this. And then turn around, and then 6 months later, be like, no, I can do this, and start over. And I keep starting over and over and over again. And so now I'm not doing that no more.
Come on, y'all unmute your mic and clap for her.
Come on now, Amanda.
Come on, Amanda.
You're over there punching
Every day I try and take efforts to do something going forward. Just even if it's something small, something going forward, and do something different every day, even if I'm uncomfortable with it. And I'm getting more comfortable doing things. So I'm about to start really getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it's going to have to happen. And that's just what I got to do.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Yeah. She taught the whole thing. Ain't nothing to say. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, she just realized, man, I keep living in rescheduled all this.
Yep.
I'm doing it to me.
Yep.
Y'all keep thinking your ex is doing it to you. Your boss is doing it to you. The mean people do it. It's you doing it.
Antonio or the devil.
Oh, Jerry, don't get me started.
Or the devil.
I'm coming back to that, sir. Richard, let me hear from you. Oh, Jerry, that threw me an alley-oop. Oh, come on, Richard. Let me hear from you. All the way in Zambia. All the way in Zambia. My. Okay, we'll wait till you unmute his mic. Listen to me. What's way number one I say that you don't get your harvest, Grace?
Hello?
Oh, there you go, Richard.
Yes, Antonio. Let me just contribute. I've been quite silent. Being in this group, since when I joined the tribe of ATS, I've started experience something. People have started, putting hatred for nothing. So this is something that I'm trying now to see that now things now started happening. I want 2021 at least something to happen. I want someone to see that this is what Richard was looking up to. So Antonio, I've been listening to you, trying to follow what you did and everything. It's just helping me. But what I'm experiencing in my country, a few people, more especially at work, they have started hating me for nothing and trying to say maybe Richard has money, maybe these guys that are giving him money, we're gonna find at least we'll chase you from work, something like that,
Yep, I get it. No, I get it.
Yes. But I believe in myself. I'm going to make it. I have hope. I have hope. I'm going to make it. Thank you, Antonio.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. He is in Zambia, one of the resource richest countries in the world, with ordained and organized poverty. Somebody's controlling that situation. I'm gonna come back to that. Come on, Jerome.
Yesterday was off the hook, and then you come back today and you don't put your weight on this thing, boy. I'm telling you. But it's aligned, and I need to hear this because I got a phone call this week from a very dear friend of mine who wanted me to make him some business cards. Because when I came back to New York 20 years ago, he saw me making my little own business cards and went to the Office Depot store and, bump, and pass them out and so forth like that. Well, when I decided to shift gears, because that was only giving me a one-time return instead of a continuous return, which I learned from ATS. I took all that glass and say, I'm moving on. So I told him and I told somebody else, I say, here, take this, whatever y'all do with that, just give me 50%. And if you try to cheat me, God gonna get you, so you better give me what I deserve. Boom, I'm gonna keep moving. Well, he calls me this week and he says, can you make me some business cards? And I say, huh? Yeah, because I want to gave it to him 3 months ago. I say, wait a minute. I done gave this to him 3 months ago, ain't sold nothing, and now you coming back to me to make the business cards so you can go out and sell what I done gave you 3 months ago that you ain't sold nothing about. But while I'm helping you with stuff that I already gave you, I gave you a bounty to work with. Now you coming back to me so that I can help you sell the bounty that you should already been selling to give to me that you ain't gave to me so that I can't do what I need to do. I said, oh, no, we won't. Oh, we're not going to do that. So I said, you know what? Check this out, homeboy. Have you heard of Vistaprint? He said, I said, Vistaprint. Okay. And I said, wait a minute, let me pull it up on my computer. Pull it up. I said, you got a $12, $9, a $13, and you got a 20. Hey, homeboy, I'll catch you later. Went right back to my book.
No, that's right.
Listen to me. And I'm sitting there going, no, I got to get my next book done instead of going back to what I used to do, because what I would have done before was would have went back and love him to death. Awesome person. Love him. But guess what? You want me to go back? No. That's what I did in 2019. No. We got to move. Lord. Deanna, it's coming. The fourth one's coming, Deanna. Look out. Hello. We're not playing. We got work to do. Thank you, Mr. Antonio T. Smith.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jerome knows them books should have been out. But him serving other people the wrong way. Which leads me to number 3, because he talked up on it. The only other way not to get your harvest is to let other seed sowers plant their poison in your garden. Oh, my.
Jesus.
Yes, Lord. Listen to me, my friends. Some of y'all, and I'm willing to, I could probably go around and guess which one of y'all is doing it. Some of y'all are not planting bad seeds at all. God has no strike against you in the karma realm at all. You have truly done everything you were supposed to do daily. That man did everything he could to break you, and you still haven't ruined his life like you can. Help me, somebody. I don't know why that came out the way it did. It just did. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Some of you ain't did nothing wrong at all, and you wonder why you still keep reaping a bad harvest. Because there's somebody that you allowed in your garden planting poison. They got their garden clean, and the only time they plant is when they plant with you. Psychologists call this abusive relationships. Can I put my weight on it? One of the very first signs of abusive relationship is high involvement. It means I meet Jeanette, and the first thing I do is I cut Jeanette off from all her friends. She used to go holidaying all the time. Now I say, let's holiday at home. Or if we can't holiday at home, I say, well, I'm gonna go holiday with your family.
Wow, come on, Jesus.
Come on now. That's it. Cycle of abuse. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's it.
Okay? That's it. And all I do is make sure that I'm always in your garden. You don't never get to see my garden.
Ooh, Jesus.
And then I ask you stuff like, let me borrow some money. Because I want to test this poisonous idea with your harvest so I don't mess up mine. Help me, somebody. Listen. And so here's what's happening to you in real life. The good that you do is growing. It's getting choked by all they stuff. This is why your mornings start off good and your days end up bad. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my goodness.
Preaching on this thing here this
Some
morning.
of y'all are like me. You married the wrong person. I wish I had somebody. You mind if I be transparent?
Until I learned that, Antonio, how to put all of this on the altar and how to get that free rent that they was trying to get into my head, my heart, and my pockets, I was that vicious cycle. But I had to learn, and it took 7 years to learn, because I used to be the president of I Just Can't Say No Club. Now, I'm not even a member. I can say no today and keep right on moving.
I know that.
I pray to is the same God you need to be praying to. I don't have that problem anymore today. But it took to get this way.
I know it.
No more doormat.
Listen, y'all, anything I said, y'all can have. It's all yours. Go read teaching. I don't care. I ain't even got the law 1 yet, and I ain't getting to it in this call. Listen to me, sirs, ma'ams, kings, queens. Some of y'all like me. You married a good person that was bad for you. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes,
I said what I said.
you did. Oh my goodness. And listen, you guys, I'm sorry. I just had to break in because, and now that same one needs me like you would not believe.
Come on now.
But guess what? Now, though, I know how to help with boundaries. And people say, how can you go back and help him? Because I know that my blessing is not caught up in him. My blessing is caught up in what I do. And so I'm able to do that, but sometimes it's a little hard, but I keep pushing. And now I've gotten to the point to where now I am learning how to deflect and put off because he was taking up too much of my time. Look, I'm not your wife. No more. You had your chance.
Yeah, that's
a brother in Christ, I'm willing, as my brother in Christ, I'm willing to help. But I'm only going so far. Some of the rest of that, you're going to have to figure out on your own.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. Some of y'all need to stop helping people who don't want to hit rock bottom. Y'all like that overprotective parent. You understand? They keep shielding people. Some of these people God is trying to crush so God can lift them up the right way. You can't bend a tree, my friends. Once a tree gets thick enough and old enough, you can't straighten it. And y'all out here trying to bend 400-year-old trees named Max. Do you understand what I'm saying? Carl ain't bending. Ain't no sense in you trying to bend. Before I get the law, listen to me. You marry good people. That's bad for you. And you knew it all along.
Oh, okay.
Because every time you talk to them, you had to go down just to have harmony.
Wow. Wow.
You hear what I'm saying?
I want to throw something at you through the phone. Not to hurt you.
I got you. That's
Not to hurt you.
I got you. That's
Just touch you just for a minute.
Grace do it all the time. Grace and Deanna. Go ahead, Law. Go ahead.
It's when you said that, I'm reflecting back to my brother and his journey of recovery. Been through this process 7 times, and last month, well, rather the end of this month, became his 1 month, right? And it was the same day as my mother's 26th year of becoming a recovering addict. And now he's on a journey. I can't tell you the last time he kept a job for this long. He's working. He's on his way to getting his own apartment within this program, which he's in. He's actually making a difference and being an inspiration to everyone else that's around him. This boy done got 2 or 3 different promotions and only been in the program for a month. So this just shows you that he can do it, but he had to hit rock bottom, and I had to get out his way so he can hit rock bottom.
That's it. That's it. Yes. Outstanding. Let Sasha
That's
say,
it. You had to move out of the way.
That's it. That's it. Sasha say, I know I love you, but I don't like you. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Yes, I get that a lot. I'm just being transparent, Jerry. Good person. Good mother. Faithful, and even faithful to God. Terrible to me. Help me, somebody. When I try to find out something wrong with him, I can't
Hit it
even
in the nail. Hit it. Hit it.
I can't even point out what's wrong. I just, well, what'd she do? I just don't know. I can't even really point it out. And I know God ain't mad at her. And I spent 10 years being mad at somebody God wasn't even mad at. Trying to help y'all out for a second. See, the problem, my friends, is you pick somebody in the middle of your change. And since you are unstable and changing, you pick security.
That's it, Patricia. You need to shut up now, doggone it. That's that shoe.
I'm just talking about me. I'm trying to help you with this sowing and reaping.
Can you repeat that again?
I sure can. The problem is I picked her in the middle of my change. You understand? And I didn't pick the change that I had then or the change I was to become. I picked be safe for me because I'm not safe.
Reverend.
Hit it.
Yes, Reverend Antonio.
It's offering time, y'all. It's offering time.
Wow.
It says
for a man to
not
say
safe.
that he's not safe.
I'm trying
for a
to
man to say that. Come on, a man.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm not safe. So I need you to cover my safe slack.
Yes.
And then I got mad at her for 10 years. Look, Deanna, just do something at me. I got mad at her for 10 years, Dr. Tyra, for playing it safe. But I picked her to be safe.
Okay, so now you can't just throw that out there. You can't just throw that out there and then not follow it up with a solution, because see, that's not right, because you just anyway, I'm gonna leave it as that.
She's so right though.
You can't, I don't care if I have to pay $50 for another class to get the follow-up on that, because you can't just throw it out there like that, it being all prophetic and all, and then not have a solution.
Right, say so.
Yes, ma'am. You sure right. Go ahead, Law. Then I'll give the solution that I had to come up with. Go ahead, Law.
My mother's mother will often tell her, "You don't marry for love. You don't marry for love. You marry for security." And I added to my mother. I said, "Well, she forgot the part that you ain't supposed to marry the security guard either. So why did you marry the security guard?"
Oh my.
And that's when she said, "I don't like you. You sound just like my mom."
So the solution, I had to realize that just because you were good, I had to come to myself and recognize it's not that she wasn't good for me. I was no longer good for her. Because my very presence now, my very presence held her back from every dream she would have ever wanted and the man who would have loved her correctly. I'm talking today, God dog it.
Dang, you making me sick right now.
I'm telling you.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Bring it
I
on.
had to come to grips that it wasn't her that was wrong. It was me. Because the more I tried to change the safeness about her, is what God made her to be. Is the more I tried to tell God, stop being God and be what I need you to be. Every argument we ever had was rooted in, I don't like how God made you. I need you to be what I need you to be. Every single argument we ever had. And I had to recognize it was me holding her back. I'm currently standing in the place of the right man for her because I want to judge her. And she is now in love with the responsibility of being a wife and can't enjoy being a wife.
Oh my God.
I'm just telling
you. Hooked us on that one.
Listen,
All right,
Deanna, Deanna,
she just threw something at me.
right there? Deanna, can you throw something at him for me too?
Listen,
just tap him.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. The solution was I had to walk away like, what's his name? Like Joseph in the New Testament was ready to walk away from Mary with honor, dignity, respect, and quietly. I had to sit here and realize, now this woman is fantastic. And I need to start seeing her as fantastic. So from now on, my money will treat her like she fantastic. Number one. Now, every time she argue, I'm not going to argue with her. Not because I'm above the argument, because she is above me. So I'm not fit to argue with her no more because she fell in love with me because I convinced her to become who I needed. That ain't what love is. Picking your mate shouldn't change your mate. But that's what we taught. Picking your mate I should not have to change the DNA of who I picked. But that's what I did. And now every day they suffer as long as I'm there. And the suffering is always silent and devout. I'm telling you, a fantastic woman. All that Proverbs 31 stuff, exactly what that is. My friends, you could be a Proverbs 31 woman with the wrong man. You do all that right stuff. It's not going to stop the fact that the solution came in this. Write this down, Grace. I had to stop treating her with the change I had become. That was my problem. My problem, Jerome, is I wanted her to be what I needed. And that was not fair to her because I didn't pick her for what I needed. I picked her for what I needed when I was unstable. So in order for us to have a perfect relationship, I gotta go back to being unstable. And I'm not willing to do it. Did you, okay, y'all see Deanna's face? I'm not willing to do it. I picked her while unstable to stabilize me. The problem with, God dog it, the problem with something stabilizing you is when you're ready to fly, it's holding you to the ground. But I needed to be held to the ground over a decade ago because I couldn't hold myself. But now that I'm not afraid of turbulence, now that the air is where I belong, stabilization is poison to me. I can't be a pioneer and stable. The two they don't go together. Phil keep telling you all the time, Marcus Buckingham, it says I'm a pioneer teacher. So if you understand me, it's just because I'm a teacher. But I'm a pioneer first. And I can't be rooted to the ground and be a pioneer. The problem was never her. The problem was I took a good woman and forced a good woman to be with the old me. I know I'm talking. The problem was not the woman. The problem was I needed something more, but I said, be this for me. And if you choosing people by saying, I need you to be this, that is going to break up. God is going to tear that apart no matter how much you try to hold it together.
Or in other words, compromising.
You don't serve a compromising God. Neither did you compromise with your mother.
Are you healed?
Come on, Dr. Sugar, you go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Antonio, have you healed? Has your healing started?
I've completely healed. Now what I've been doing for the last years is helping heal her. But that's the problem. I can't heal no one. I can't be someone's healing, nor can I be someone's happiness. And I can't make you happy. I can't make you whole. And we listen to sermons all day that tell people, make somebody happy and make somebody whole. But there's not a protagonist in any sacred scripture that made anybody happy or made anybody whole. So all I get to do is plant seeds in her and allow her to water them when she wants to water them. But my seeds cannot be a seed of malice or control. It has to be, this is God that I hurt, and I must now be God to unhurt. I can't do nothing else. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. The one thing that we need in the formula to make sure our harvest is as great as it could be is water. And that means love. The greater your love, the greater your harvest.
Boom. Facts. So all I do now is love this woman. That's it. I don't do nothing else. That don't mean that I'm right for this woman. Because I'm not. But I gotta make sure that I don't make her think she wrong for me. Because a good woman is right for everybody.
100%. 100%.
Just not good for you.
100%.
Do you understand what I'm saying? A good woman is right for everybody. Everybody need a good woman. And a good woman can make all that work.
I have a question.
Come on.
What do you consider a good woman? People always say a good woman or a man.
Fair
I
enough.
just really want to know, like, what's the true definition of that?
I wish I can give you the true definition, but Phil hit the nail on the head. It's free will, so a good woman has many shapes, many forms. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie was a good woman to Clyde. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So, many different shapes and forms. What I can tell you is this. Every good woman has the same one trait that man or that mate, doesn't matter, that mate can relax. There's something about a good mate that allows the person to relax. And for me, relaxing at that time was to be stable, but I wasn't stable. So what I wanted, Kathy, was not to be unstable no more. And I needed a woman to do that. But that's the problem. I shouldn't have to depend on nobody else for my own stabilization. I asked, you get me? I asked.
Yeah, and I knew the answer anyway, but people always try to make a man, or a good man or a good woman, like if I'm taking out the trash, if I'm doing this or doing that. But you really can't really just put a label on what a good man or good woman is. It depends on what they are to you. I knew what the answer was, but some people be trying to put entities into it.
You're right. You're right. That's
yeah.
We don't know what we're talking about, right? Just we don't. Let me tell you. Let me just give me 5 more minutes. Listen, everything I taught you so far is all about I planted them seeds, so I got that harvest. Now all I'm doing with this one person, and I've done it, but I got to continue to do it, is make sure I have no more karmic debt with her. I just said a whole lot. You might have to look that up. All I've been doing all these years is politely burning off my karmic debt, and any venom that came my direction was not from her, Dr. Tyra. It's the venom I poured into her. People will only ever treat you how you poured into them. If somebody hates you, it's because you poured hate into them. It's what you sow. It is not, oh, you mean to me, you must be a bad person. Lies, 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 lies. If someone is bad to you, it is because the only seeds you put into them is bad to them. If somebody leaves you or wants to leave you, you need to pause and ask yourself, have I poured into them leaving? How many times have I said, I don't need you anyway? I'll do this on my own. Y'all do know them feelings you keep up, they pour off of you. They're conversational pieces you have without words. Every single time somebody has ever walked out on me, it's because I let them know from day one, I didn't need you anyway. But I want you to stay with me. But what pours off of me is you can leave, I'll be okay. And y'all say this. I look at your Facebook post. You say it as many times you get, you just say it. You say it, you say it, you say it. There are 9 laws of sowing and reaping. 9 of them. The first one I'm going to break down greatly, but I've done it this whole call. Everything starts with a seed is the first one. And everything I just told you is how that seed became my life. how that seed becomes your life. Phil is only ever going to treat me how I pour in the field. Period, point blank. It's never going. It can't be any other way. It can't. If he do something to me, it can't be his character. It can only be my seed that showed up on me. You understand? And I know you're gonna say, well, it could be his character. You got some, but that ain't my responsibility. Because if he is God and perfect, then he ain't got no character problems. It ain't my time to judge. I have to pause and say, I poured something there. Because the moment you lose influence with somebody, you can no longer lead them. I challenge y'all. We got like 36 hours or something, or less. Do not, under no circumstances, think that this year was not your fault. If you had a good one, it was your fault. Congratulations. If you had a bad one, right, it was your fault. Congratulations. You only got the accumulation of your seeds. That's it. There is no force. So my challenge to you, before we meet again sometime later on today, Wednesday, what time? 12:30, Central Standard Time. My challenge to you is all them outside forces, they got to go. You give them too much power, especially the devil, for God's sake. You literally bless the devil more than you bless the God you serve. Don't make no sense. Makes no sense that you think that your God is so weak that your God owes the devil a ransom. Reverend. It's just not theologically sound.
Wow.
It's just not theologically sound. It's one of the problems with that theory of atonement. It's called the ransom theory. It's not theologically sound. If I was God, I don't owe nobody. And then you say God don't owe nobody except for the devil. It's not theologically sound. You're not thinking about what you're talking about. Listen. There's no more outside forces. Your job is to take full responsibility for your seeds. You don't like your life, change your seeds. Don't like where you live, change the seeds that made you live where you live. Don't like your money, put better seeds in your hand. If you lack in a single area or more than one, it also means you're not planting abundance in those areas. So if you don't have money, it's because you don't give money. Period, point blank. If you're struggling, it's because you give struggle. If you don't have peace in your relationships, it's because you're not peaceful in yours. So wherever you have a lack in your life right now, let go of control and plant a seed in that area. I don't struggle with money because I help too many people make it. I don't struggle in relationships because I help too many people have good relationships now. Do you understand? Your job is to find the areas of lack in your life. Write this down, Grace, and realize there's no such thing as lack. Lack, there's no such thing as find the area of lack and realize that's a lie. Ain't no lack. There is only abundance of what you planted, and what you planted didn't serve you. What you call in lack is a bunch of harvest that works against your burning desire. You want that woman back? Okay. Start planting I want woman back seeds. And that don't mean begging. Have you become something to come back to? Have you changed your financial status? Is your temper under control? Are you faithful like she requires? Deanna and Grace once told me long time ago. It was one of them said it. I can't sleep with a man I can't follow. That was Deanna. I can't sleep with a man I can't follow. Have you become someone she can follow? Outside forces are trash. You don't have abundance in your life, that's because you haven't planted right there. Go plant in that area. Stop blaming all this outside stuff. Your government ain't stopping you. Me being black ain't stopped me from being no millionaire. Me being direct ain't stopped me from being empathetic either. I am literally a walking contradiction because I choose to be. Everything about me should be evil and arrogant. I should be an a-hole, but I'm not even close. I ain't got no time, but would take 45 minutes on the phone with you just to help you solve your problem. And everybody on here know that. My life is not about me. As soon as your life stops being about you, God can do something with it.
Reverend.
If you have a lack, plant a seed. If you have lack in that area, plant a seed in that area. If you have lack, plant a seed and you get everything you want. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Phil. Love you more. Love you more. We'll see you at 12:30 Central Standard Time for law number.
Good day. Good day.
Wow.
Good day.
Good
This
day.
is awesome.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a good one.
Great day, you all.